So, one of the people in the comments section pointed something out to me from within this painting that was at the Springville Art Museum. Originally in a video I titled Prelude to a Mind Bender. I'll include the original linked in the description here. Where I zoom in, well, I don't zoom in, I walk up to the painting and you can see this handshake, but I had trouble finding it when I zoomed in, and I had to track it by the bread basket here and the edge of the table here. And when trying to find it in this original image, it's right over here on the edge of the table. There's the edge of the tablecloth. But when you zoom in, it distorts out too much to actually be able to see it just zooming in on this image. But where it is right here. That's the bread basket. This is the edge of the tablecloth, and right there in front of my finger is the handshake. And right here is the squatter man. So in the comment section, they just wrote, squatter man is just above the first handshake. There's two of these handshakes depicted in that painting. This is the squatter man. This squatter man, they call it, is the iconic representation of the plasma apocalypse. So these are legs and these are like arms, and it even has this little circle right here. And there's probably another one right there. And it appears it even has horns. Jay Dreamers has shown this plenty of times and says this is also why people seem to depict it as having horns, like a horned god, because of the way this thing appears in the sky during the plasma apocalypse. This shape has been reproduced in laboratories, plasma laboratories, where they play around with plasma and it creates these different shapes, and this is that shape that apparently appears in the sky during the plasma apocalypse. So this is like revelation and confirmation compounded and multiplied here. Because in that same painting is a depiction of what I've been calling for the last 4 years, plasma trees. Plasma-fired pieces of the Promethean forest, where you can see that it's hollowed out on the inside, and these lightning bolts represent the type of fire that has burned it out on the inside. Now, apparently in the Bible, there's something about someone seeing God in a burning bush, and the fire was a type of fire that did not consume the bush. Well, this plasma fire does not consume these trees. It leaves enough of a remainder that I grab them and take the bark off them, clean them and lacquer them up, and I have a whole collection of them. If this were normal fire on these trees, it would consume the whole thing. This type of fire does not consume the trees. Here's a little closer image where you can clearly see that tree is hollowed out on the inside. That lightning represents the plasma fire, and you can see someone hanging from the tree right here. Vaguely depicted, but you can see legs, a head, the rope they're hanging by, and that rope wraps around the tree. Here we have the thumbnail image or the cover photo of the music video by Imagine Dragons of Walking the Wire that also appears to depict something like the plasma apocalypse, except their beam is not blue, it's pink. Though plasma comes in many different colors, this definitely appears to be coming up out of the ground, which is where this blue beam comes from that projects that squatter man into the sky. Here is a text message that I received yesterday from Mr. Fix-It, who I'm pretty sure he lives in Pennsylvania, but apparently he's traveling through South Carolina right now. Hey Jeff, I'm traveling north on 501 through South Carolina. I'm riding shotgun at the moment. I've seen miles in capital letters, of pines clearly plasma burned as I'm gazing out the window. So I have a few videos that I've made that that are already uploaded. All I have to do is click it over from unlisted to public. And I'm going to upload them or make them public in a certain sequence. And you should probably watch them in order. And I'm going to have to clarify some things because when I made them, I was under the impression that this was to catch some of the newcomers up. As I said in one of my previous videos, there's no reason for me to share with you my latest revelations until you get caught up to where I'm at. So I'm going to recap some of the breadcrumbs that I laid along the way. But tonight I got a clarification on that. Apparently this is for the old timers, to recap on some of the things that we've already been over so that you'll be prepared for what we're about to see, because the line has already been drawn. The people that made it. There is no newcomers that are going to be coming. I'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. For now, the title of one of these videos that I'm about to upload, that's just a treasure trove, a smorgasbord. I said that in one of my videos, I say that I'm going to break this down into bite-sized pieces. And I made one video with only one link in the description, explaining what you'll see in that link in the description. The next video, I just unloaded it. And I'm going to title that one, You Say You're Hungry for Knowledge, Here It Is, Eat It. That's a lyric from this song by DMX titled, Let Me Fly. Another lyric from in that song is, Either let me fly or give me death. Let my soul rest, take my breath. If I don't fly, I'ma die anyway. I'ma live on, but I'll be gone any day. This is the same exact concept being depicted by Awolnation in their song, Kill Your Heroes, where it says, Fly, fly, baby, don't cry. Don't you worry, 'cause everybody will die. And it's also the same concept as being portrayed by Smash Mouth in their lyric where they say, Don't delay, act now, supplies are running out. Allow if you're still alive, 6 to 8 years to arrive. And if you follow, there may be a tomorrow. But if the offer's shunned, you might as well be walking on the sun. Because this lyric right here, either let me fly or give me death, means those who don't fly are going to die. Those who stay here are all going to die. Don't you worry, 'cause everybody will die. Either let my soul rest or take my breath. So those that fly get to let their soul rest. Those that stay here are going to receive death and have their breath taken. And when he says, if I don't fly, I'm going to die anyway. I'm going to live on, but I'll be gone any day. The average person might think that's a contradiction of terms. Well, if you're going to be gone any day, that means you're going to die, right? No, I'm going to fly away. Because if I don't fly, I'm going to die anyway. Just like it says, if the offer is shunned, you might as well be walking on the sun. DMX foretold the truth, and he was gone any day because he died from a COVID vax, or right after he took one. And maybe I should watch my language, so I'll try and avoid those words to keep from getting struck, but I don't seem to have much trouble with too much censorship. But I believe there's a chance that he flew away, just like he said, because if he didn't, he's going to die anyway. So he probably faked it in order to be a demonstration and example. Yeah. So here's just a little note that I sent to myself earlier while I was, anyway. Explain to them their false sense of security in believing that they are not homeless and their misguided notion, and reference the song, Beds Are Burning, and after the decay, they will reclaim and order will be restored. Again, this is for the old timers that have been on this channel a while. You may remember an image that I have featured multiple times. I took this picture off the back of a guy's t-shirt and I asked him what it means, and he said, oh, it's just something in my college fraternity or something, or like he didn't want to talk about it or he didn't know. Oh, just something in my college fraternity, something. The image was a human skull on a pedestal or a podium, and a snake wrapped up around that podium, And at the bottom of the t-shirt it said, after the decay, they will reclaim and order will be restored. So this is in regards to people's misguided notion that they're not homeless. I have a place that I rent, or I'm a homeowner. You are all homeless. None of this is yours. It was all given to you on loan from God. And the time has come to say fair's fair, to pay the rent, to pay our share. The time has come, a fact's a fact. It belongs to them. Let's give it back. How can we dance when our earth is turning? How do we sleep while our beds are burning? And that's actually a title of a video that I uploaded maybe 2-3 weeks ago that I just still haven't made public for you yet, that I've titled Playing Make-Believe While the World Burns, which is what a lot of people are doing, especially the people who have come in contact with the information that I present and carry on as if everything's just perfectly normal and go into their cognitive dissonance. And like the song says, every day we just go, go, baby, don't go. And don't you worry, we love you more than you know. That's right after this part about how I say you kill your heroes and fly, fly, baby, don't cry. No need to worry, 'cause everybody will die. This part about every day we just go, go, that's the people that are playing make-believe while the world burns. Awolnation, who sings this song, Kill Your Heroes, they did a remake recently of Beds Are Burning. They also did a remake of Winds of Change. I will include those links in the description. But just to recap, that lyric about fly, 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 baby, don't cry. No need to worry, because everybody will die. Everybody who doesn't fly is just another version of this lyric and message. Either let me fly or give me death. Let my soul rest, take my breath. If I don't fly, I'ma die anyway. So I'ma live on, but I'll be gone any day. Well, what do you mean you're gonna fly? Where are you gonna fly to? I don't know, but I know approximately how long it'll take to get there. And allow, if you're still alive, 6 to 8 years to arrive. And if you follow, there may be a tomorrow. But if the offer's shunned, you might as well be walking on the sun. Come on, baby, take a chance with us and meet me on the back of the blue bus. Or it hurts to set you free, but you'll never follow me. 'Cause this is the end of our elaborate plans, my friend. The end of all that stands. And can you picture what will be? So limitless and free, desperately in need of some stranger's hand in a desperate land. That's all Jim Morrison's song, The End. And then there's also Sail by Awolnation. Sail with me into the dark. And then there's also Sail Away by David Gray. Sail away with me, and what will be, after it says, crazy skies all wild above me now. Wind howling at my face, when everything I held so dear disappeared without a trace. And Soul Wars by Awolnation. 1, 2, 3, do you love me? Watch me scream, burning on the trees in amazement, 'cause I'm on fire. 4, 5, 6, show you all my tricks. Fee, fi, fo, a giant's at the door in amazement, 'cause I'm on fire. Can I get an amen? For all the bleeding and the praying, I had to struggle to be gracious. See, it misrepresented the word right there. I had to struggle to be gracious. Now we can touch it, we can taste it. Can I get a little amen? No more running from the hangman. Now I'm the pilot of this spaceship. So you can touch it, you can taste it. Taste the smoke. Taste the smoke. Taste the smoke. 3 times. This is no joke. 15 years, blood, sweat, and tears in amazement, 'cause I'm on fire. It's a cruel, cruel world for good boys and girls. A hot day in heaven, 5, 6, and 7 in amazement, 'cause I'm on fire with no hope from the devil. Can I get an amen? For all the bleeding and the praying, I had to struggle to be gracious. Now we can touch it. We can taste it. Can I get a little amen? No more running from the hangman. Now I'm the pilot of this spaceship. So you can touch it. You can taste it. We don't run, run, run. We don't run, run. This bleeding and the praying, 15 years, blood, sweat, and tears. I've put in 4 years of blood, sweat, and tears to bring you all of the links included in the video that I've created that I'm going to title, You Say You Want Knowledge, Here It Is, Eat It. And this is a recap for the people that are already on board with all of this, the kind of people that send me comments in the comment section saying, here, look, there's the squatter man. Average people go, what's a squatter man? And when I made that video, I had the impression that I was making it for newcomers to try and get them caught up. No, apparently not. Apparently everyone, the line's been drawn, the division bell has already been rung, and everyone who's going to make the grade has already made the grade. But this is why I want more people to be caught up and on the same page so they can share their understandings with me and see things that I can't see and say, hey, Jeff, you missed the squatter man. People who know what the squatter man is. So, it's talking about 15 years, and I've put in 4 years of blood, sweat, and tears, and I have collated the greatest revelations that I've been able to bring, and there's still more to come, but the video that I've already created that I'm going to title, So You Say You Want Knowledge, You Say You're Hungry for Knowledge, Here It Is, Eat It. It's a compilation of links to videos, and within each one of those videos, there's more links in the description of that video, and within those videos and those links in the description, there'll be more links in the description of those videos, like a Russian nesting doll. And you could probably consume all of that information in, I don't know, might take you 4 days. But if you're not willing to put in 4 days to be able to consume what took me 4 years to bring, which is arguably, I would say unarguably, the greatest revelations the world has ever seen. You name one other person that's produced anything like the revelations that I have produced and now compiled for you neatly in one place in this video titled, You Say You're Hungry for Knowledge, Here It Is, Eat It. And if you're not willing to put in those 4 days in order to be able to consume the 4 years worth of knowledge that I put in the blood, sweat, and tears to acquire, you're not serious about this, and you're probably not getting on board. And you might as well be walking on the sun. In the song by Imagine Dragons titled, It's Time, this road never looked so lonely. This house doesn't burn down slowly to ashes. Link will be in the description to that Imagine Dragons video. Along with the Imagine Dragons video, Follow You. One of the links is, I want to take you into the sunlight. And they battle their way through all these different dragons, and they meet the great white light dragon at the end and follow you. And it hurts to set you free, but you'll never follow me. Just another little note. Reference the song Royals by Lorde and how I can't find the one with the girl having the snake around her shoulders and the rat in her hands, and recap the video from Missouri where I showed images of the Kansas City Royals and said that we are royal, all in reference to the Triple Helix Tree of Life video. And we will never be royal, royal, this is how it all goes, that kind of love just ain't for us. We crave a different kind of buzz. And let me be your ruler, ruler. You can call me Queen Bee, and baby I'll rule. Let me live that fantasy. We count our dollars on the train to the movies. And everyone who knows us knows that kind of... We're okay with it. We didn't come for money. That's a song called Royals by a music group called Lorde. And I cannot find this image when I Google it now. I don't know how I found it that day when I produced my Opus Magnus series, but I can't find it. I've tried to find it so I can put the link in the description of that song using this version of that song where they produce this image to coincide with that song. Can't find it. Limited time offer while supplies last to a exclusive distribution list. And apparently I was eligible on that day and I no longer am. But as you can see, a picture tells 1,000 words. So I'm now going to go upload this video because this one needed to come next in the sequence right after the last one I posted titled, "Now You Know You're Free to Go," because someone spotted something in there that I missed that verifies and validates and confirms the plasma apocalypse is not just all in J Dreamer's head. This is very high-level illuminists that have delivered this message right here, not some guy on YouTube. And after I upload this video and get the links in the description for this video, I'm going to click public on all the other videos that I've already uploaded that are ready to go. You say you're hungry for knowledge? Here it is. Eat it. I like to hold the door open for people that are far away so they have to run a little. But apparently, I was misguided in that notion. The only people that are making it through the door are the ones that are already here. The people that are already on board who point stuff out and go, "Hey, Jeff, you missed, looks like you missed the squatter man there." So I only say this to clarify because I don't know who's coming with and who's on board and who's not. So if you're one of my older viewers and you're already familiar with all my content, don't let that stop you from reviewing, because much of it you'll be like, "Oh yeah, I do remember that. I forgot all about that," because it was all so compressed in such a short amount of time that you had to compartmentalize it as it was being uploaded. And so now is a good time to review in order to remember what you're about to see and become familiar with some of these things. Or reacquaint yourself with some ideas and understandings that you were already aware of and you kind of forgot, because they're about to become more relevant and pertinent than ever.